Welcome back from that short break. Now, all these meetings happened earlier on Saturday. By the morning of Tuesday, the much-awaited day to birth the 8th Assembly, expectations were high, but none expected how the day began or how it eventually ended.
Horns blaring, cars lined up bumper to bumper, tempers raised. It was chaos at entry points into the National Assembly. For hours, security officials kept workers and journalists from entering the National Assembly. They gave no explanations for this on a day when all eyes was on the National Assembly for the inauguration of the 8th Assembly and election of principal officers. Sometime later, workers and lawmakers alike were given access into the National Assembly and the inauguration ceremony began.
Distinguished senators-elect should please indicate that they are present.
At exactly 10 a.m. inside the Senate chamber, the clerk of the National Assembly began the inauguration ceremony. But it became evident that some lawmakers from the ruling APC were absent. The APC lawmakers went for a meeting with the party's leadership. The proceedings, however, went on without them. It was then time for the anticipated election of the Senate President. A federal lawmaker made the first nomination and was seconded.
I rise to nominate Senator Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki to take the chair of the Senate as President of the Senate. I so move.
And when the question was raised for another nomination, there was absolute silence.
Any further nominations? Any further nominations?
And just like that, Senator Bukola Saraki emerged unanimously as the Senate President.
In the absence of any further nominations, I declare the nomination closed. The Senator-elect, Senator Bukola Saraki, is hereby returned as the President-elect of the Senate 2015.
One down, one more to go. The election of a Deputy Senate President began immediately. The nominations were put forward.
It is my honor and privilege to second the nomination of the distinguished Senator Ike Ekweremadu for the office of the Deputy President of the Senate.
With two candidates put forward, an election had to be conducted. And when the results were read, Senator Ike Ekweremadu was declared winner and immediately sworn in. The newly elected Senate President performed his first task. He then set an agenda for the Senate in his inaugural speech.
My dear distinguished colleagues, we're entering at a time when a lot is being expected of us. Nigerians expect the barest minimum out of our agenda, that the new Senate and National Assembly must make laws that will enable us renew our infrastructure, reform the oil sector, reform our security system, our judiciary process, diversify our economy, create jobs, and make doing business in Nigeria more competitive.
APC lawmakers-elect, one after the other, converge on the International Conference Center. Also joining them include some APC governors and chieftains of the party, including the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are here to honor the invitation by the party that President Buhari is to meet with them to broker peace between the different factions in the tussle over the leadership of the 8th National Assembly. Spokesman of the party, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, arrived several hours later. Journalists sought to know why the president is not yet here.
Very important.
In one of the meeting rooms in the conference center, the members-elect started discussing in low tones. Journalists were barred from knowing what's going on and so had to wait for the arrival of the president, who was nowhere to be found. Moments later, the APC lawmakers-elect and the chieftains stormed out the International Conference Center. Some of them who spoke to us said that the meeting was no longer going to hold here, the president is no longer coming here, and that all roads now lead to the National Assembly proper for whatever will be the outcome. The situation at the National Assembly had jolted everybody, including the leadership of the party.
We will talk to you later. As soon as we assess what has happened, we will address the press.
The party seems to be in disarray over what has
No,
happened.
I'm not the leader of the party. The leader of the party is Oyegun. He's there. You go and find out.
Yeah, but you're one of the major people contenders.
I'm not.
Your Excellency, what kind of confusion is this?
That's no confusion.
Yeah,
That's no confusion.
The senator that you didn't want has been sworn in as the senator.
I'm not aware of that.
We're going to go through a free and fair election.
No,
I'm not talking more than that, but it's not elected.
I don't tell you much about that. All I know is that we have been asked now to come to the National Assembly for the inauguration.
No. We're going to chambers now.
All roads lead to the National Assembly for whatever will be the outcome of the meeting. The Senate drama done. Attention now shifts to the Green Chamber. The anxiety in the atmosphere is palpable. The shock from the incident at the Red Chamber is still evident as the tense nerves pump blood rapidly. The population here is a clear indication that the battle for the seat of the Speaker of the House of Representatives will be a fierce one.
Members in attendance. Yes.
The clerk sets the ball rolling. Nominations are made, but not without some drama.
It is with pride, honor, privilege, and the full conviction of my conscience that we beg, ask, and even demand that you, Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, in spite of the personal consequences, do accept the nomination as the Speaker of the 8th House of Representatives. I so move.
Honorable Yakubu Dogara is nominated.
Elected. I'm Yakubu Dogara. I represent Ogoro Kapablia Federal Constituency of Bauchi State. I rise to accept my nomination to take the chair as the Speaker of the 8th House of Representatives. I so accept.
Then they called for more nominations.
Any further nominations?
There goes another round of drama.
Use this one. Use this one. Use this one.
Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila joins in the race. Voting commences, and it's perhaps sets more tension into the already volatile atmosphere. Voting gets underway, and before the winner could be announced, suddenly a row on the floor. The reason is that some of the lawmakers now have a clue that their candidate is winning. The clerk then bells the cat.
Yakubu Dogara is the winner of the election, and is therefore returned as elected Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 8th Assembly.
Honorable Yakubu Dogara is the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 8th Assembly, defeating Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila with a total of 182 votes, as against his opponents with 174 votes.
The interest of sovereignty and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity, well-being and prosperity for the first of Nigeria.
The outcome of the election raises another round of sensation amongst the lawmakers. Mixed feeling in the Hallowed Chamber as a man who is now the first amongst the equals of the Green Chamber exchanged pleasantries with his colleagues. That's not the end of the race for the day. The seat of the Deputy Speaker of the House will have to be filled. Another round of voting begins. Honorable Mohammed Mogno and Honorable Yusuf Lassun are up in the battle for the position. After several hours, the winner emerges. Honorable Yusuf Lassun from Irekwadun, Olorunda, Orodu and Oshobo constituency of Osun State is now the Deputy Speaker. The die is cast and the new life of the Nigerian National Assembly is birthed. As work resumes, how the arms of government will work together harmoniously will be a task that must be pursued vigorously to achieve the best for Nigerians.
And that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution.
That is at least part of what these lawmakers have sworn to do.
Come on.